It's good. Reared up from just back of the length.
Just pushing him back initially, the first two balls, just back of a length to make sure he doesn't dish up anything. But he'll get one up there just now, you can be sure. He'll get one up there and swing it a little bit. A loaded offside field with a slip in place, and mid-wicket standing next to square leg. Mid-on's up, fine legs up his back, so third man's back. But I want to see how much Mohammad Sami swings the ball away. The new batter. Let's have a look.
Not swinging at the moment, is more intent on cutting the ball back into the batsman. Little off-cutter from Mohammad Sami. Got the inside part of Zahirul Islam's bat.
He's a wily campaigner, is Mohammad Sami. There's going to be one dished up just now, foolish and slightly wide, with a bit of a way swing. A little mouth-watering drive, going to ask him, have a go at it.
Will the batsman be tempted if one does come up like that? He's persisting with trying to just cut the ball back in, maybe setting him up for the ball that Pat was expecting. We're all expecting the one to leave the right-handed batsman. Being hard on the gums, Mod Nabi. Is it me, or do I detect the sky clearing a little bit? Maybe the haze clearing it slightly, and those are good signs, particularly for the batters. Definitely help the bowlers, these overhead conditions. Very still at the moment. There it is, he's gone for it. He's given him the charge, not quite getting hold of it. He's pulling it up into the air, and thankfully for him, it's falling in no man's land. Streaky way to get started.
Yeah, he's looking for that drive. The minute it's there, it wasn't actually quite there. Back of a length. That could so easily have gone up. What would have been in his mouth? So a little reprieve there, one could say, falling just over the head of mid-off. Where does Sami go now? He's keep going back of a length.
Yeah, and he's scooped it over. That's gone for the maximum. Extraordinary shot that. Just make sure the umpire Anisur Rahman going up to the third umpire. And that was bowled so early in the innings.
This is just something you...
Just hung out his bat, little push straight into the hands of the fielder, no problems at all.
A little bit more bounce than he anticipated, I think. He got on that front foot, was there, but he just punched it. He had to either decide go right over or just play with softer hands. On the front foot, very high to drive that on the up. And look at the look of disappointment. First ball, he stood at the other end, knocked it straight to short extra cover.
Tentative little push at that one. That channel of corridor of uncertainty.
Slip in place.
He's given him the charge again. Goodness gracious, he's going to be out. Yes. This is absolutely unnecessary. This is uncalled for.
Danger. He did it all along from ball one. And he's paid the ultimate price here. Out he goes. So much experience and ability. Give it away like that. Gone for one of three balls. 10 for 2.
Very nicely done. And they are in trouble. Just back of length always puts the seed of doubt. He's looking very suspiciously at that. Everything on the pitch for all types of bowling. He's not been able to get hold of it at all. He's got himself a run though.
Yeah, I think the groundsman here has done really well. The groundsman has got his pitches perfect. We've seen high scores. And we've seen wickets taken by the spinners. We've seen the seamers being in the game. Batsmen have made 100 good runs. So all round, really good effort by the ground staff here at Chirigong. That's the man there. New man that's come in.
Mohammad Mithun has played well in the last match that these two play against each other. 55 he got in that game against the Barisal Bulls. So he's trying to make sure that he plays a similar kind of innings here. That's going away. That's going to be signaled a wide. Just bowled a little wide and kept on going away from the right-handed batsman. Stats in his T20 career and his 49th match. 450s, which is good, but a strike. Dhaka didn't get too many against the Sylhet Superstars, but got some against the Kumula Victorians. Ah, beauty. Beat him all ends up. Ends the over. Just 2 runs from it. 3 done. 12. Kept on doing it. Paid the price. Ah, very tentative. Squared him up. Got the outside part of the bat. The single.
Well, Mohammad Sami produced one of the gems of the day. Top delivery to go past the outside edge. That was the last ball. Not much you can do about that. Be grateful you weren't good enough to get an edge.
Yeah, I suppose so. And immediately shadowing, this is what I should have done. But you're right. Made a better effort, you'd have got the edge. Super delivery. Oh, inside edge. I suspect they go through quickly for a run. Someone's trying to boot it in towards the wicket.
Jagged back in at him. Yeah, you got a bat on that. Inside edge onto the thigh pad, inner thigh pad. Yeah, the thud in there. So, Mitton off strike. He's talented. He's played well. I think he had a good BPL so far, to be honest, Mitton. Islam's on strike now.
Solidly behind that. That's what you got to do, is respect the good deliveries. Can't premeditate your shots. Can bide your time. You've lost a couple of wickets. And Alamin Hussain is bowling with a lot of heart. The captain continuing bowling him. And why not? Because he's been successful so far.
Alamin, done well. Look at this.
Now that's gone up, sliced it. Oh dear. Shabir Rahman made that fantastic effort. It will be referred, but this is a spectacular effort. Didn't take the catch, flicked it back.
BPL, but this is as good as it'll get. Now have a look at this. Slower ball, he drags it down mid-on's throat. He was on the drive for the offside. And on the boundary, leaning over, he pushes it back. Amazing.
You bet. We're going to keep on seeing that over and over again. Oh, again on the money. Rad Emirates from Trinidad and Tobago falling into line in Chittagong straight away.
Now that appeal, I'm going back to that first ball, going down leg. The keeper was so convinced. And when I listened to it, when I heard it, it sounded woody to me. Just sounded woody. And I just wondered if there wasn't something else there.
Did you hear anything? Just deviating down leg is closing the face of the bat. Just helps himself to a single.
Sometimes you've got to listen to the sound and feel. Listen out here and see if we can hear anything. Yeah, I think it could be the pad, to be honest.
But Ryan Emirates, tall, gangly bowler. Oh, It's high. It's gone just into that area which is not patrolled by a fielder, but very tentative from the batter.
A little push. Very fortunate. 22 for 2. Wow, on the 5th over going to be completed now. They've got some work to do.
Just a dot ball. Good over from Emirates. 2 from it. 5 done. All the 2s. 22 for 2.
On guile and cunning. He's got to flight the ball, make it a bit quicker, change the angles. Work cut out. Yeah, that looks pretty good. No problem there. Now, does he get that foot up? I think it looks good enough for me.
Seems to be okay. Shouldn't be a problem. And it should be a not out. Tanveer Ahmed is sit. Use of the feet gives him the charge. It's going to go straight down the throat of the fielder there.
What a bowling change. Bring on the spinner. Stumping opportunity turned down. And then he's gone and hung himself. Just in the 6th over. Nicely flighted. A little bit of turn to just enough to get the outside half of the bat. And bingo, the spinner takes another.
Oh my goodness. He's reversed the first one. That's going to go to the boundary. One heck of a way to start your innings.
Well, if you know your game and you've got lots of experience and you play with no...
Perfectly done. Now he dances down the wicket. We've seen this approach. I think they've talked about it in...
Evidence again there of a little bit of bounce. Ends the over. 6 gone. 28 for 3.
39 wickets. Got to be wary of this wily old customer. Done well in the BPL so far. Just completed the power play. Rangpur Riders, this has been the lowest in this edition of the BPL. A sweep, quite fine, chase on. They're going to get, oh, that's not good running. Just the single.
Yeah, I thought Mispa had 1-2 there. Try and get back.
Got to get their communications right. Misbah Zarul Islam. Kane inducing the edge. That's good bowling from Prasanna.
I've enjoyed watching Prasanna bowl throughout the tournament. He's got good control. 39 wickets. He's a wicket taker for sure. Average is good. Economy is good. Best 419. Little skidder on. Yep, he's been good.
How's about the last ball then? Look at that. The flipper. Just trying to get some revs on that. Held its line. Seemed like an orthodox leg spin, but it didn't turn the way the batsman expected. Game very, very tentative facing Prasanna at the moment.
He's got good variations. This is what he's done in the BPL so far. And he's been worth more than that, to be honest. We've seen a little skidder from him. We've looped it up. He's got some bounce. Pushed one through a bit quicker.
Misbah solidly behind that. Thought of a run, not there. 7 overs completed. It's 30 for 3.
Rajul, a lot of left arm orthodox in this part of the world, of course, and Misbah Ul-Haq is out there. Jaharul, he's got 20 from 25. Simply needs to go on, get a big one. Very friendly stuff at the moment. Well, Sakenda Buck has popped across from the UAE. Sackers, good to see you. How are you?
I'm fine, Danny. Thank you very much for the welcome. It's a good toss to win, isn't it? Put the side in, get those wickets going. 30 for 3, make it tough. Doing well here, winning the toss.
A bit faster, a bit flatter. Yeah, well, I think this has changed, this pitch. It's got a little more moisture in it. On the charge, not there. Just bounced a little bit more. And then this, now I can't fathom why you need to do this. And as captain, Shakib. So players that have tried to go up and over have struggled. Certainly a bit of moisture on the surface. The overhead conditions, of course, but it's gripped and stopped a fraction. Just a fraction. And you see there, even that's not quite coming on as much as the pitch yesterday, 2 across. Rolling grass clippings. Got Misbah Ul-Haq out there. Vastly experienced, as we know, and former Pakistan captain in all forms of the game. But more so in Test cricket, in the white clothing with the red ball. But what a great acquisition for the double R's. Just be one down the ground. Jahrul, he'll keep the strike. It's all the threes. Tree for tree. Dujul, 1 for 9. So a mixture of spin and pace has worked quite nicely for the Bulls. This place has improved out of sight, Sakanda, I've got to say. The stadium, the facilities, and certainly the 22 yards since they had the ICC World T20 here, March of last year. When it's packed, full house at night, wonderful atmosphere here in Chitters.
Going to see a lot of those singles when Misbah's around. Quite used to this, isn't he? 30 for 3, 4 down for nothing. Just cut out for these situations.
Protection out there, thinking about hustling for 2, it's not there. And a good return. The double Bs, they are a force to be reckoned with. Of course, Evan Lewis, who got that big 100 a couple of days ago. And then you think about Chris Gale. He's supposed to turn up for the Bulls when we all trip across to Dhaka. Bowling. Lovely bit of flight and pace there to Misbah. Enough drift towards leg stump, then straightens with the wrist spin. And Misbah says, I've had enough of that, better come down and use the feet.
Yeah, very unlike him. Prefers that inside-out shot, though. Checking his shot. Well done by the bowler as well, just pulled the length back a little bit.
Only 3 singles so far. Misbah can't find the boundary on the offside, so it ends the 9th, and it is time for the strategic timeout with 36 on the board for the loss of 3. He's a challenge. There's that leg cutter. Up in the air, and he's celebrating already because he just loves this game. Hope he catches it. Sackers, there's the 4th one.
Well, I was just saying he wasn't amongst wickets, but he was wicket to wicket. He was keeping the pressure on, and there you go. He gets paid for that hard work. Cutters are the in thing in the shortest format of the game. Just take the pace away. There you go. Getting it high on the bat. And he knows, trusts his fielder. He's celebrating before the catch is taken. And why not? The wicket number 4 falls. More trouble for the batting side. Yeah.
The double R's from Pereira. Here's Misper on strike though. Nice little rotation, little dab, drop and go. You're not hitting 2s or 4s. Got to keep the strike ticking over. Vastly experienced. Best of 72. I've seen him in Australia too, playing in the Big Bash. Smoked a few for the Brisbane Heat. Didn't quite deliver enough with the ball at times, but certainly a hot prospect. BPL got a best of 43. Well, he needs that and more. Change of pace. So often the case in T20 cricket, you've got to have variety in your bowling. Quick bowler, spin bowler, doesn't matter. You've got to have variety. Riyad Emirates celebrating and trusting the fielder. The captain, Mumadullah, with the catch.
Tough on the bowlers, this T20 cricket. They've got to get this varieties going on, as you mentioned. Making it sure they don't get too predictable. Lots of bowlers just bowling too many slow balls. And no complaints from Emirates. He's done well. It's 2 runs in the first over and then coming back in the second with a wicket, breaking that partnership that was just coming up. These 2 guys are very, very important for the side. Thisara, big hitter of the ball. Ul Haq, of course, has got to stay right there till the end, especially when the side is 38 for 4. And probably launch themselves in the last 5 overs. Get those.
There's that little bit of shape. And Miss halfway down with the first innings. He keeps the strike, does Misper. Only 3 off the 10th. 39 for 4 now. For the fielding side are not happy with this. The Bulls have been dominating, and it's gone for 4. Not only is it a misfield, to rub salt into the wound there, Alamin has let this go off the body for 4.
Yeah, but you can't do that when you got the side at 43 for 4. In fact, minus those 4 runs, if this wouldn't have happened. He's taking his eyes off the ball. And no recovery, it just rolls to the boundary. He's just watching the ball.
Yeah, that's the other thing you'll find here, Sikandar. A very quick outfield. Sand-based. One of his favourites, and Prasanna held that back beautifully. Delayed that, it took an age to get down the pitch. Premeditated, missed out.
Not sure if you want to do that at this stage. You already got a short third man there. Pulls it away. So, one thing is that you win the toss and you get a side to 43 for 4. Second thing, I'm told here, is the side batting second has won 4 out of 6 games.
Yeah, you got to post a good total, that is for sure. And that's the danger. The problem, particularly, I think in the last 2 evenings and even possibly say the day games now, is that there's been such a heavy cloud cover. And the side batting first has struggled a little bit at the start. They've lost wickets early. And so the side batting second know what they have to get. Summed up the situation and can cruise. Emmett, oh, that would have been tight. Because he's no speedster as Pereira out of the blocks. The big fella took a while to get going for that single.
It was Thisara's call, actually. Yeah, and he just knew how well he's hit that. Just gets in. Another look. Oh, this could have been close. Had it hit the stumps.
Yeah, and the other thing, Sikandar, we've seen quite a few run-outs in the last couple of days here at the Gong. Heap of run-outs, really. And confusion and poor calling, poor technique, sliding the bats on a couple of occasions we've seen here. Nearly a collision there too. I think Emirates might come second in that one. Bulky, chunky, solid is Pereira. Got up a head of steam as well. And this is a better over for the double R's. They got 8 off that, 47 for 4.
Yeah, I think there's a lot difference. The wicket over here plays much better. And Dhaka wicket probably is overused. And that's why it's not coming to the ball quite nice. And also it's keeping low in Dhaka. Over here, the wicket condition is much better.
It's 51 runs and 4 wickets are down.
Yes, I think we had a good start. But, you know, it's a funny old game, this cricket. We have to see what is the end score. And it doesn't seem to be a very high-scoring match today. And also it's raining, drizzling. So it's going to stop and come to the wicket. So it's not going to be very easy batting there.
What about the weather?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's a threat. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. And that might cause a bit of worries for us later on. But let's see what happens.
Well, thank you, sir, for talking to us. That was Mr. Rizwan bin Farooq over to Combox.
Thank you, Breen. Yes, dear Riz. And Riz over the years coming here to Bangladesh and Dhaka. This is telecast through Neo Sports there in India. And then a bit of Geo Super in Pakistan. The UK have got it on Premier Sports. Love it there, the Premier Sports. The Caribbean, they're throwing it through there. And the US as well, got a bit of ESPN. Setanta up in Ireland. And in North Africa, BN Sports. Punched it there for a little dab. He's thinking about 2. It's not there. Earlier this over, they found the fence again. Second ball of this 12th over. Just a little flick around the corner. That's all it's needed. Fine leg up. Wrong line, but good result for Pereira and the double R's. 53 for 4. 1 to go in the 12th. Tees off. Oh, and a bit of jaggage off the outfield. Nearly goes and deceives the fielder for 4. Well judged. 54 for 4 here.
There it is in front of us. Just when the partnership was going, Chahrul was out for 24. Otherwise, big wickets. Soumya, Saqib and Mithun. Espan Pereira now trying to add with those singles and the odd boundary every over. 4 for 4. Still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, a little bit of drizzle around here in Chittagong now. Hoist this one. And goodbye, Pereira. Smashes his pad in disgust. Picks out long on and has got to go.
Yep, the wicket is a bit slow. You've got to use all the muscle power to clear the boundary. On this occasion, wasn't enough from Pereira. He hands it straight to that long on fielder. Done well, flighting it, not being scared. And Pereira fell into that trap. Not an inch for that fielder to move. Straight in.
And Prasanna got rid of his countryman, gave him a little salute send-off and said, see you later, Pereira. You're out of here, son. Nailed him. Yeah, Pereira trying to drag it maybe a little bit wider, needed to, and found Mahedi long on.
That's the wicket. Trying to get that boundary in that over. Quite get all of it. He knew it. The minute he hit that, he knew it. He hasn't got all of it. Misbah goes big. Reverse sweep has worked for him this time. Earn him 4. Got to take that risk. 59, 58 rather.
one of his favourite strokes against the spin. Modern players love this, and he's got down on both knees, in fact. Up and over. Risky stroke, but no one out there outside the 30-metre circle from extra cover right round to third man on the fence. No one. So that's why he took it on. Risky against Prasanna, who gets a little bit of grip. And again. But he picks out the man.
He's trying to beat those two fielders who are on the cut. Probably trying to make that change in the field, push that man back. Practice that shot a lot. This one and the inside out that he loves over extra cover.
Big shout from Prasanna, but no one else. Ends 13, a wicket and 4, 58 for 5. Sun. A little bit flat there. Another single. They're picking him off, but that's all they're doing. Not a lot of boundaries. Pereira got down the track. As soon as he made contact, he knew he was in trouble. Near the bottom of the blade, and Mahedi hardly had to move a muscle. And watch the little salute. There you go. See you, TP. You can go back for an early shower. Misbah. He needs to play a really good hand here. There's the former Pakistan captain. Got an opportunity. We've still got 6.4 overs to go in this innings. And they're going to have to start putting that pedal to the metal. Muhammadullah having a discussion with the bowler and tweak of the field. He knows what Misbah's trying to do, does Muhammadullah. A bit of advice here for the young left armour. Yeah, got a bit straighter, well bowled. Didn't allow that extra room, that extra leverage that Misbah's looking for.
Yes, he's eyeing again. That shot I was talking about. He's trying to play it over the captain inside out. He makes room for himself. Just waits for that bowler to release and he just moves away. Not being able to connect well or at all up till now. Nabi, on the other hand, he's deep into his crease.
Yeah, lots of matches too under the belt for the Afghan captain. Yeah, 72. Good stuff. Useful strike rate. Couple of 50s there. That's poor bowling. And it's just too easy to sigh the way back with a point for 4.
Slightly quicker as well from the bowler. All he had to do is just play it a little late, beats that point fielder. And as you said, the outfield is quick. That earns him 4 runs there. Yeah, just slightly short. Yeah, Nabi is good. He's got 250s. Bats deep in the Afghan batting order. He's a great finisher. Get a lot of 30s in T20s. That's good. Against the spin, doesn't get anything. End of the over, 64 for 5 after 14.
It's on overcast. Bowled 2 good overs. First up, had the batsman in trouble. Extraordinary figure. I've been given 60% of Mohammad Sami's deliveries have been dot balls. Patrick, what do you think of that?
Well, up front, you know, he's a tough customer. He swings the ball, got a good pace, he gets good bounce. He varies his pace. He's a very canny customer.
Oh, got him! Just reared up on him. Initial movement was forward and he tried to adjust, try to guide that ball. Misbah got the shoulder of the bat, I suspect, and a good catch behind by Ronnie.
Well, throughout his career, he's got good bounce off a length, and every now and again he holds the ball across the seam, and if it hits the seam, it bounces extra. He's done exactly that here. See, it climbs on him, climbs on Misbah. Just didn't expect it, didn't get his hands down, but look at the cross seam. That's what does it. Easy as you like. Big wicket right now. Well bowled, Mohammad Sami.
Solidly behind that, off and running, good for the batter. to relieve the butterflies in his stomach.
Have a look at this wicket again. Nice and close. Gets up much more than Misbah thought. High-class delivery, that.
Really, that was something worth watching. This kind of a track, this back of a length, getting that bit of height. Even a batsman of the caliber of Misbah al-Haq got him in trouble. Hello, swatted that away. Is there a fielder there? He's gone. That's the 7th catch. 7 wickets have fallen and have all gone to catches. Mohammad Sami really tempted the batter there.
This is a very good catch. He had to run a long, long way. It was in the air for a long time. And an important one. But he covers a lot of ground here. Look at that. Long way around. All of 25 meters. Maruf. Cool as you like. So that's another big wicket. They're in real trouble now for sure. As turns to go to the dreaded place. Now we've gone for 5. 65 for 7.
Sami has got his tail up. And look at that. A little bit of shape away.
Well, you see he's holding the ball across the seam again. And he's looking for the bounce. But he's put a lot of doubt in the batsman's mind. You can see him stuck at the crease while Briaz is the other man. Amin is only short. You would have seen from the sideline, you would have seen the bounce from both wickets. That one plus the one before, Misbah's one. You'd have seen that bounce. I'm going to push forward. Just maybe Mohammad Sami is going to work that out. That's the catch to get rid of 7th wicket. Will he have a full one?
Not quite. He's still going back of length. He's extracting that bounce. Excellent over. 2 wickets from it. 15 done, 65 for 7.
BPL off. A little full toss just on middle. Just patted it back, middle of the bat. That's his career so far. Got a right hand there. Doesn't look like he's racing around to get back again.
What has he done in the recent past? 46 runs in his BPL so far. Nothing much to write home about. But he's got an opportunity to prove his worth by playing an innings which will at least give their bowlers something to aim at, defend. And tuck it around the corner. Polite inquiry. Going down leg. They are under the cosh. The Rangpur Riders batters. Complete domination by the bowlers. Right from the word go.
Yes, their predicament is also that they can't afford to lose another wicket and get number 10 to walking. Looped up so nicely. Not a lot of spin there. You can see he's sitting on the back foot.
Now he gives him the charge. Gets it beyond the infield and it gets to the extra cover boundary. A very, very welcome hit to the fence.
Not a lot of excitement from the crowd because they've seen a lot of wickets going down. Yeah, nice little, got to the pitch nicely. Made good contact. Bowler won't mind seeing that.
Well, I mean, scored 38, his highest for versus the Vikings. Strokes it away and ambles the single. That is the completion of the 16th over. And Ranmo Martinez is going to signal the strategic toss. It's a good over so far. One more to go. 12 runs coming of it, of the first 5 balls. Does he finish with the flurry? Does the bowler pitch it up? He's given him the charge. That would possibly Would that be a wide? No. Okay, that is the overdone. 17 completed, 83 for 7. Oh, that jack back got the inside part of the bat. Just scampered through for a single. 23, this partnership so far the highest and a very precious partnership. It is too. He's enjoyed his first outing here. Took some catches, took a wicket, almost had another one there. Tall gangly bowler from Trinidad and Tobago. Selfies. Oh dear. He's trying to make room for himself, going around to the offside, trying to swing, scoop it away. Misses it completely and uproots the stump there.
Yeah, he's cleaned him up properly. Not sure it was necessary to go that far across. Really not a shot to have played. Full delivery, premeditated. Well, you paid the price, you miss. So as he leaves, suddenly 8 down. 17 for 4.
Now Wahab Riaz tries to give him the strike, not there. Interestingly, Patrick, Rangpur Riders have got the highest score in this tournament, 188 versus the Chittagong Vikings. They've also got the lowest, 82 against the Camilla Victorians. They say cricket is a great leveler. Stats prove it. Now that was really a shot that could have been avoided. Premeditated, went across to the offside. Not in line at all. $18 overs completed, it's 89 for 8.
Chain them to less than 100, to be honest, on a good pitch. You've got to bowl really out of your socks. So the last 2 overs becomes almost very critical. Every run is gold now.
Uses the pace, waits for it to go past him, and then just a dab of the bat to come through for 2 quick runs. Good understanding between the two. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Patrick. Every run could have scored. But tell you what, when the other lot come in to chase that target, as we have another look at that ungainly attempt at, what was it, a sweep, a scoop, a mixture of the two. Didn't work for him. Just leaving the bowler a clear side of the wickets. All he had to do is just aim for the stumps, and he uprooted it. Second wicket for Emirates. Oh, almost slithered through there. Just closing the face of the bat there. As I was saying, the other batsmen are not going to be approaching whatever target is given to them. They'll have time to pace themselves and play sensibly, that's all.
Well, that's the benefit of when you're batting second. You can pace the innings. You can decide whether you want to chase hard up front, whether you know, keep wickets in hand, somebody bats through. Well, chasing low scores sometimes is stressful in itself, but by and large, not really. If you know what you're doing as a side, and the Bulls have been a good side so far. Sammy's after that ball, thinking two won't get it. Been a champion bowler this innings. He's really built pressure from ball one. He got 2 wickets. He's in his 4th now. A round off a real top day. Look at that. 14 off at 2 wickets. 2 wickets in 1 over. But up front bowling, the first 2 overs really put the pressure on. Shakib then had a slog, got out. One could almost say the pressure of Mohammad Sami up front from the one end created enormous pressure on them. Somebody else picked up the wickets. There one more for him, maybe. One more, maybe.
Slices it. Gets a toe end of the bat. It's the one for that shot. Went travel quickly to the third man fielder. Wahab Riaz, no mug with the bat. I mean, he can really give it a real big clout if you can get in the meaty part of the bat. Not on that occasion. Yeah, I suppose the two batsmen in the middle telling themselves, look, we've got about 8 legal deliveries left in this innings. Let's not get all out before that. Just garner whatever we can from these bowls. Good stuff from Mohammad Sami. This time just the back of length, and that bounce really has been the bane of the batsman, not really judging it to perfection. Even a great batsman of the caliber of Misbah al-Haq getting caught in the trap and getting the shoulder of the bat. This has been exemplary from Mohammad Sami. Puffing and puffing a little bit. Shows his age. Yorker digs it out, angles the bat, and gets himself a single of the last ball of the 19th over. It's a 94 for 8. Through the kitchen sink at it. Didn't get 4, got a bye.
Must have decided they were going to run one way or the other if he missed it. Off straight away, and then the keeper, well, he missed it by a mile.
I think it was gone. If the keeper underarmed it directly to the wicket, that would be the end of it. Well, 5 more balls left in this innings. Wahabria has 8 runs of 7 balls he has faced. He'll try to up the ante a bit right at the end here. Go! Straight as an arrow. Gone for 4. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Kane Jorgensen and Mohammad Rafiq pretty happy with that shot.
Yep. A lovely juicy half volley. With not much pace. Just there to hit.
Go for it, and why not? Can get a better bat on that. Maybe not judging the line accurately there. But it's worth the swing. I think that's all you got to do. End of the innings. Swing hard and hope for the best. Now can Alamin Hussain finish it off with another wicket? Gone for a few runs in the last over. And a few more. And this. That's my goal. Hey, he's got him. Actually, he tempted him. That was on the cards. Couldn't quite get hold of it and hold out. Easy catch.
Yep. He just stood and tried to heave it over. Just not enough on it. Alamin gets his man. Smacked for 4 straight past him the ball before. Now they're wanting to know, just to make sure, was the catch a good one?
On strikers and the new batsman. Can he get a 4-4? Well, it's up in the air. Can a fielder get underneath that one? No, he can't. And he can't save the 4 either. That's not good in the outfield. Annoying for the bowler. 100 comes up at last.
Well, some consolation. At one stage I thought field would be underneath it. He just rolls his fingers across it and takes the pace off it. And there I thought, well, that shouldn't be a 4 really there. Poor effort. Knowing the coach as I do, Graham Ford wouldn't be happy with that. He works pretty hard. Can he get one more to get on that bicycle? He's got 3. Gets one of them, he's on the bike. Right, so now a change of field. A fine leg coming up into the circle. Which means
This is everything. There might be a run out. No, even that hasn't occurred. A bye to finish off. That over 20 completed, 104 for 9. And this is the lowest team total at Chittagong in this edition of the BPL. But it's a good finish from Alamin Hussain. He's bowled with a lot of heart. finished off with 3 wickets. It's been meticulous from the bowlers of the Barisal Bulls.
The dot balls.
And are you teaching a lot? I mean, you've played the game for a long time, so some of the youngsters, you're helping them in the changing room?
Definitely, I will try to help them as I can.
Okay, and bowling over 140 k's an hour still, Mohammed Sami. How long is this going to continue?
Hopefully another 2-3 years.
Good luck with that.
Thank you.
Hopefully, and
Go. Upish gets it past that short third man fielder straight away. 2 runs for the Bulls. You're right about that. You can't really have the opposition bat 20 overs and not get 105. You've got to bowl them out, and that's what Rangpur riders have to do. Couldn't do anything with the bat today. They struggled. They got the strike rotation only in one partnership, but then after that everyone was trying to go for the big ones. Here's the captain once again. There's not any pressure on the Bulls. They can just run the game at their pace. They know they need 103 from here. An interesting call, as you say. The captain wants to bowl himself. No pacers in such conditions.
This one just going on with the arm. Brand new ball, no turn. Bit of moisture on the surface as well, so probably won't see much turn at all. It will just skid on. And oh, he's got him. He's got him. Came down the wicket. Now then. I thought initially he was juggling it because he had missed the stumping, but as soon as he grasped it, the wicketkeeper, he immediately ran around for congratulations. Shakib thought he had their man, didn't even bother looking at the umpire, but he's the guy that counts, and he's unmoved.
Yeah, he didn't even dislodge the bails. He was so sure that the batsman has had the edge on that. Look at that. He didn't grab the ball in the first instance, for sure. Short on that occasion. Pulled away. Protection there. But yeah, the wicket keeper never thought of that stumping. He was just so sure that he's got the man.
Just looked from that replay that it must have come off the inside thigh. So I think he's made a good call. This will give us a better indication. So he's come down the wicket. I think it's come off the inside thigh. Great call. It's the deflection that probably caused the keeper to celebrate. Slip as well. They were totally convinced. Then the umpire, well, he's made a great call. Decent start, 3 for none. He's played best of 3 for 11.
Hits that hard through cover. Ronnie gets the first boundary. 2 full. It's nicely driven. The ball is new, nice, crisp and hard. You could hear the sound of the bat. It was 4 all the way.
It has been drizzling on and off, so the ground out there is a bit moist as well, and this won't aid the spinner at all, because that would have picked up moisture as it's run along the ground. Now he's got to try and grip it, and the towel's already out. This will make it increasingly difficult. You're always under the pump as a bowler when you go for a boundary off that first delivery, so he's got to find a way to come back in this over. Slip in place, 3 men in a line on the offside. Square leg back.
Off the back foot this time, same result. 4 more to extra cover. So a little full on the first one, and this time too short.
Piercing the same gap. First one was off the front foot, and this one off the back foot. The result the same though. Consecutive boundaries for Ronnie Talukta. He won't be minding this at all. On this surface, finger spinner bowling at you, you back yourself.
Oh, he's missed that completely. Not sure if I've ever seen Nabi bowl the new ball. Don't know if he's enjoying this opportunity, but on this occasion, it's a wild swing.
It was in the slot though, wasn't it? Don't blame the batsman. I'll be also going after that. Sweep shot now. And fielder can't do anything about it. Probably should have done a bit better. He changed to round the wicket, did Mohammed Nabi. trying to cramp the batsman, but Talukdar was down on one knee in a flash and put it away.
Yep, Rangpur are not doing any favors to themselves. They don't have a big score to defend, and this kind of performance at the ropes is not going to help the cause. With the spin, Ronnie's looking good. He's looking to finish this off early. 3 boundaries already in the over. Still 2 more balls to go. Probably not bowling the quicks, trying to avoid the flying start. Hasn't really worked for them with the spin. Under pressure, Mohammad Nabi, better ball.
Yeah, a bit quicker. The other ones he's floated up there on that occasion. Just bowling it a yard or so quicker. No shot off it, so there won't be any runs, and that'll be the end of the second over. A good one for the Barisal Bulls, 15 for none.
Recently he's developed that slower ball as well, but he has been relying on pace since that amazing performance against Shane Watson in the World Cup. Feels that's a bit slippery at the popping crease, wants some sawdust there. Just looking at his spikes just after delivering that ball.
He had a good World Cup with bat and ball, didn't he? Match-winning 50 against Zimbabwe, otherwise that could have been an embarrassing defeat in Brisbane. Really good with the ball there as well. So very, very good cricketer, Wahab Riaz.
Pulled away. Didn't quite get hold of it, but the outfield is quick. Should go all the way, and it does.
You don't want to be bowling there on the surface. Got to be pitching it up. We've seen bowlers who've pitched it up be dangerous. Batsmen have struggled. But when it's this length, you're always going to play with trouble early on, particularly against a West Indian who loves to pull, and he was on this in a flash. Too short and put away easily in front of square.
That's right, too short, too wide outside the off stump. He pulled it, dragged it all the way onto the onside. And that problem again, that popping crease. He wanted some sawdust.
Pitching it up on that occasion, out. Got him. He got too far across. Did Evan Lewis. Big appeal from Wahab Riaz. And the umpire concurred.
Well, that's right. You know, the new ball and the fuller length works. You get results of it. The first fuller length from Wahab Riaz. He gets that one to just slightly shape in. Probably clipping leg stump. The umpire's sure. Wahab Riaz was pretty adamant that this one is his wicket, and he gets the first one. And that's a big wicket, of course. We just saw a big 100 from him. Lewis goes back. Wahab Riaz strikes for Rangpur Riders. The first wicket down, 19 for 1.
Going to be tough for Maroof.
Coming back to the only wicket they've got up till now. Rangpur Riders getting Lewis pitching in line. What do you reckon? Clipping leg?
Gee, I don't know. From that angle, did it swing back? I think it was carrying on down the leg side. I think maybe a coat of varnish hitting that leg stump. Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. One of those 50-50 ones. Did go quite a long way across his stumps, and I think that's what convinced the umpire that maybe it was hitting that leg stump. If he had stood still, sometimes you get away with that as a batsman, but when you go across your stumps, as is Lewis's technique, that sometimes convinces the umpire that when it does hit you like that, it's in front. Here we go, have a look. You see here, there we go, right across his stumps. Did it come back enough? Was it going to flick that leg stump? Yeah.
Hit him on the shin, probably that also got the umpire a bit interested. Lots of traffic on the behind the bat. 2 slips, 2 gullies, and where's this man going? Gonna come into the point position. Probably. It's going to the edge of that circle. Wahab wants one more man, is he? He's pointing out, talking to the captain. End of the over, 19 for 1.
There were a couple of strokes there that they'll be looking back at and going, what were we thinking? What were we doing? Could have been a little more circumspect on a pitch like this, and realised that 140, as was the first game yesterday, Miller Victorians got there and were able to defend it and won by 12 runs. So that should have been the target. But when it's as low as 105, very, very difficult indeed to try and get a result out of that.
Yeah, one just feels the Rangpur batsmen got in a little too early into their shots. The first 3 wickets, one feels that the ball was just hitting too high onto the bat. Just handing catches very easy inside the 30-yard circle. Akif was one of them. And they could never recover after that. And over here, 19 for 1. They need 9 more wickets. Just 86 runs to play with. Down the wicket. Don't know if that's necessary. He wants to just what? He seems to be in a bit of trouble. He's also feeling that his foot is slipping. You've got to be careful. Bit of sawdust for this end as well. Got a ball wicket to wicket, if that's what the batsman's going to do. It's drizzling now. It's quite heavy.
Yeah, it is coming down, and this is all the while getting onto this wicket. Make it difficult to grip the ball as well for the spinners. As it gets hit over the outfield, the seam tends to get very soapy, very slippery. So the umpires have got together. The cover's on. It's just got harder than they would like. So they'll have to go off the field. It's been there all day, just spitting on and off. But now, as you can see on your screens in the background, that it is pretty steady.
3 in an over in this fabulous format. So don't go anywhere. Big grunt and a big blow downtown for a boundary to finish the 7th. 42 for 2. Victorians at the top, and the Chittagong Vikings have slipped up to 5. So it's a top team versus one of the bottom teams, and it is the home side. And the hometown support is starting to edge their way in. To the stadium. Here's the captain. And that's not even a stumping. That's a run out. Absolute run out. And another one down.
Lovely piece of bowling though, Dan. You forgot to mention that. Yes, it was a run out. But the little bit of flight, guile and cunning. Beaten in the flight. Take that, sports lovers. Now go back to the change room. The hot water's on the right. Come running down at a spinner. There goes Maru for 3, 42 for 3 now.
14 balls for his 3. Still can't get it away. 42 for 3. And Bosch. And a misfield. For 4. Bowler ripping his hair out.
Now you can't do that. Not in this kind of game. Or not in any game, but look at the bowler. I mean, what you doing? Come on. Busting my gut. It really gives it the kitchen sink. It's going to spin, it's going to spin. It's not going to spin. Oh, it's not going to do anything. No.
Oh. A lot of gold too, just quietly. You get smashed with the gold chain, run down there and whack you with it. That's how you stop it. That's commitment in the field.
And those are so important to stop, because if they beat that backward point, gone for 4. Goes quickly off the base, off the surface, and had he not stopped that, put a hand to it, Nabi would have watched it run past him all the way to our boundary. 3 certain save runs there.
28 off 28. Should be in a canter. Can Pereira produce some magic? 4 more deliveries in the 9th. And the double R's are desperate for some wickets. All very comfortable for the Bulls at the moment. And a crowd coming in all the time, waiting for the heroes, the Vikings, the Chittagong Vikings up against the Camilla Victorians. 2 CVs locking horns, match 20 right after this one. A little bit of change of pace, drifted in, nicely bowled.
Have a little in drift, as you say, Dan. But on back, just to push down the ground, and I'm not sure that you can afford to push mid on, mid off back. Keep them up. You've got to bowl and got to get a wicket.
Match 20. 50 up now for the double Bs, but this is Camilla versus Chittagong. Here in the gong.
I'm interested to see whether Mortazar, the captain's going to get on the park for the Victorians. Played such a big hand last night and he was limping around.
And the captain is going to retain the strike at 51 for 3 here.
The bloke they need out, Amadullah.
A little low, but he is in fine touch, Mamadullah.
Right, Dan. Here's a little squirter. It just skids on, you see. Now the next one, I'm thinking bowler's going to lob it up with a bit of air outside off. Came down and didn't get a run. Went back and nearly got into trouble. Probably thinking as a batter, I'll be best to come down the wicket, have a slog.
Here we go. Dancing shoes on. He's read the script from Simcox and fatted it for 6. They're up out of the dugout and in the aisles.
That outside off stump. Couldn't spin it enough from there. It's got to spin from just outside off stump. There. Just there. 60 for 3.
Here's Wahab Riaz with a bit of pace.
Still, as a coach of the Bulls, I wouldn't want to see this go down to the last over needing 5 or 6. Just too many things can go wrong from there, you know. And then you've got wickets in hand. Something goes wrong and you end up losing a game. You've still got 5 wickets in the hand, and that would be crazy. So I'm thinking to myself, well, I may get a message out to them before he's got up there. Is listen, just get a move on it. We can afford to lose 1 more in the chase, but I don't want to get it down to you need 6, 7 off the last, and we don't want that.
Pacey Wahab Riaz, and there's another misfield. Far too frequently from the riders, and it was the old gun himself, Misbah-ul-Haq. Big pair of mitts too, big hands. He had to stop this. Oh, Missy. So it gets Mumadullah back on strike. Another slower ball, another run.
One boundary will change it. Boundary will suddenly just release all the pressure. In fact, the boundary now might see that they don't get to that last over. Is there one in here in the next 3 balls?
Up in the air, wonderful striking, just short of a maximum, only just. Wonderful hit though.
Yeah, they're on their feet. They know it was slightly slow, but he gave himself space in the crease and just waited for it. Bounced inside. Eagle-eyed Dan could see that too. Called it straight away. So it's a boundary 4. And they just need 8 now with 14 balls. So suddenly the pressure's off. You can just knock it around and you'd still win it easy. 7 wickets in hand. Going to be a big win if they get home, I can tell you. But, they go right to the top.
Were bowled, but equally well executed. Kept his eye on it. Just glides it down to third. Yeah, Victorians, Bulls, Riders. Yeah, this was 2 playing 3. This match in 19. Now we've got match 20. You get the Victorians at the top against the Chittagong Vikings, who will have gained some confidence from that positive outcome last night here. But as Pat Simcox mentioned just a moment ago, will Murtaza play? Hamstring problems, knee problems, back problems, you name it. The skipper is under the pump for Camilla. Ends the over, 68 for 3.
Oh, no. There's no justice against the spinner. The poor bloke. Oh. It's such an unfair game for spinners, Danny.
Simcox the spinner. Come in, spinner. Gone through the legs and gone through the keeper as well. To get anything on it. Yeah, that leaderboard can change hands so quickly. So you've got the Victorians, yeah, they've got a great opportunity to create more momentum because of that good win and that gutsy display the other night here. That's what he wanted before. This time gets it.
See, Dan, the squeeze is really on at the number 4 spot. That's where the squeeze comes. It's like a bottleneck there. And that bottleneck is creating some serious stress. You see number 4, 3, 4 and 5. They're all there. And you make a mistake now, you can be out of that top 4. Man. And you've played so well, so hard. Even the top sides, you know, even the number 3 and 2, you know, lose 3 in a row, suddenly 2 in a row, and somebody wins 2 in a row and fighting for a spot. Easy pickings, leg stumpish. Going to play on you now. 3 left to get in 8 balls. Suddenly the coach is sitting back, he's relaxed. All good.
Yep, 1 stroke will do it. Either along the ground or out of the ballpark. Thought about it. Itching.
Getting on the old white mare. Going down. No reason to be riding that horse down there. Just stand and knock it in the gap square. Unless he's thinking, I want to finish it. Boundary.
Yeah. Gonski! Glamour boy! Nadeef wanted to try and finish it in style and has paid the ultimate price.
You can't buy it really, Dan. And there are no tablets for it. For the lack of experience.
No reason. Knock it down the ground. All you've done now is created somebody else to come in. And as he leaves, getting 16 off 19, 72 for 4.
And Mumadullah just guides it down the ground. 2 off 5, and Hasana's come out, a Sri Lankan leggy. This is his 50th match. 50th T20 match. That strike rate is rather impressive. It often comes in late in the piece.
It's going to be interesting to see who will get the man of the match here, Dan.
It's nicely guided to get the captain back.
What are you thinking? Man of the match? I know you want to go for a fast bowler.
Well, they set the tone, didn't they? And they knocked the top over very quickly. When you decide, look, 3 for 23, 36 for 4, and then 5 for 54. It's all tied up now. So the scores are all level. 1 to win. Yeah, look, Sammy Alaman did well. And easy peasy, as you like. Done it with half the over to spare and 6 wickets in hand. So a comfortable win to the Barisal Bulls. He won the toss, did Mumadullah on screen. Wanted to bowl first, and the Bulls ran all over the Riders.
He's a cool customer, Mamadullah, isn't he, Dan?